You want to start a business, but you're just not too sure how, where to start. I got you. So, the very first thing I want you to ask yourself is, what is it that you're good at? What is it that people ask you to do for free? So, for instance, for me, I started creating content back in 2020, right? And I have an OnlyFans business. Now, in 2022, I started a weight loss journey, right? And so I was working out, eating clean, and I was recording my workouts in the gym, right? And the camera that I record from, it's like this Sony A47, something like that. But it's a really big camera. It's pretty professional looking, bulky, and the tripod that it sits on, it's pretty professional, right? It's a conversation starter, believe it or not. So I started bringing the camera and my tripod and the mics to the gym, and because it's so big and bulky, it looks like I have something going on, right? So people would come over and ask me questions like, this is all at the gym, right? Like, what do you do? Like, because it looks so like professional, right? So they'll ask like, what do you do? Like, do you do YouTube, stuff like that? And so that's how I started making a whole bunch of gym friends. And the crazy thing is, people, when they would come and approach me and ask me about like social media, this, that, and third, they would say things like, oh my gosh, like I want to get into content creation, but I'm scared, or I don't know what to post, or I can't post content until I get a camera like that, a setup like that, right? And I noticed over the years of making gym content, fitness content, I was talking to so many people about their fears of starting an online business, what to sell, posting content, stuff like that. And the crazy thing is, like, it wasn't just a one off conversation. It would be people that would, introduce themselves, they would talk to me, and they would continue to come back. And I found myself basically giving free advice, free motivation for years, like literally for years. Okay. So in 2025, so I started in 2022 as far as making fitness content, lost 100 pounds. In 2025, I launched my online coaching business, right? And that's literally me teaching people how to create content, how to create a product to sell, how to market it, how to price it, and all that stuff. And that's what I was doing for free. Okay. So I want you to think about, what is it that you do for free? What is it that people are always coming to you for? And what is it that you could talk about it for hours upon hours upon hours, right? Like I said, when I was in the gym telling people, how to start their online business, how to start posting, sometimes I would be talking to people for hours. Like literally time would just fly by and I didn't even notice it because I truly enjoy talking about these things, right? So that's why it's so easy for me. So I want you to run that same play, but with what interests you, okay? Because this is what people fail to realize when it comes to creating content. Number one, you got to be in it for the long haul. Okay, we can't be on some quick fixes. I need some instant cash, because I'm here to tell you this. Starting an online business, social media business, whatever you want to call it, it's not quick money. It is not quick money. And if you're not in it for the long haul, if you're not willing to show up even when you're not getting paid, I'm just going to tell you to bow out now. Don't even waste your time, because this is slow growth. Okay. So that's why I keep telling you, choose something that you truly enjoy so that you're not heavily focused on the amount of money that you make right away. The money will come. The money will come, but it only comes to people who are consistent, who keep showing up even when it's hard, and who are willing to go the long distance with it. Okay. So that's number one. Figure out what it is that you want to do. What is it that you do for free? What is it you could spend hours teaching people about, right? The second thing that you need to do once you figure that out is get on ChatGPT. You can use Gemini, ChatGPT, any type of AI. I love chat. I'm slowly getting into Gemini, but I want you to start asking it for ideas on what kind of products to sell. I don't consider myself an influencer. I consider myself a content creator. And honestly, I kind of even changed that identity. I'm a business owner at the end of the day. Like, I sell a product. Okay. I'm not just on here to get paid for views. And I know there are a lot of content creators who do that and they solely rely on brand deals, but that's just never been my wave. So I can't tell you how to get brand deals. I can't tell you how to reach out to companies. I can't tell you how to get a whole bunch of views. Like, that's just never been what I've been on social media for. Okay. As soon as I started my business during COVID in 2020, I was selling a product. Okay. I was selling content off of OnlyFans. So I have always had a product to sell. And then even when I launched my coaching business, I had a product to sell. Okay. And then I had Glow Up Academy. So I can only teach you from a business perspective, which is selling a digital product, because that's all I know. I do get paid off of the platforms. I do get paid on Facebook. I do get paid on YouTube. I do get paid on Instagram. I used to get paid on Threads back in 2025. No, 2024. Threads had like a monetization program, but they took that away. But most of my money, like 95% of my money, has always come from some type of digital product, something that I sold one time, or something that I made one time and sold it over and over and over again for years. Like I am still to this day reselling content that I made on OnlyFans back from 2020. Like I can't make this up. So I'm all about digital products. Figure out what it is that you want to create, and then you're going to resell it over and over and over again. The third thing that you need to do once you figure out what kind of product you want to sell is which platform do you want to promote on. Now, I promote on all platforms, but I don't want to overwhelm you. One thing I've noticed about people is, and I guess I used to be like this too, the minute you feel overwhelmed about something, you're kind of less likely to do it because you just don't really know where to start. You feel like you have to be perfect, and then you just freeze. So the new advice that I give people is figure out one platform to focus on, just one, and then we'll build momentum from that. Now, I mean, you have so many. You have Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Like, there's so many. So just choose your most favorite one. Maybe start on the platform that you're always on. So if you're watching this video, you're probably watching off of YouTube. So start a YouTube. But as far as which platforms have always brought me the most money, so Instagram and YouTube. TikTok for my coaching business, but that was only because I was on TikTok live. So if you plan on going live, which I suggest you do, I go live every day. If you're going to go live, then TikTok live would be great for you. But if you're not really into going live, that's not really your vibe, then I would definitely suggest Instagram and YouTube. YouTube is a slow game though. I can't stress this enough. YouTube is one of those platforms that's going to take you the longest to grow. It really is. But the beauty of it is now, when it comes to YouTube and Instagram and Facebook, you don't have to have a lot of followers to get a lot of views. I've made 6 Instagram accounts over the course of 30 days. Literally, I've made 6 Instagram accounts in the course of 30 days. And all together, those Instagram accounts probably equal up to like 10,000 followers now. Like it really is a totally different game from when I first started. Same with YouTube. See, the thing is, it's not about followers anymore. It's really just about what type of content are you creating, and then are you posting enough. So those Instagram accounts that I just told you about, those 6 new accounts, we post all day on there. Okay, me and my team, we post all day on there. YouTube, I post all day on YouTube. So that's why they grow so quickly, because I am pushing out so much content. So if you're just getting started, I don't expect you to push out 10 reels a day, okay? I don't expect you to push out 5 reels a day. I just expect you to push out 1, okay? Let's just start there. And like I said, we're going to add momentum to it. And once you get into the groove and you start to figure out what works best for you and your schedule, then we're going to pick it up, right? But just choose one platform to start with. Once you get comfortable, then choose another. If it was me, which platforms would I choose? Instagram and YouTube. That's where I would go first. And then I'd probably throw in Facebook. Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok. Again, if you're not going to go live on TikTok, I just think it's a waste of time. I personally do. But to each his own. So you figured out what you're good at, what you want to sell, what kind of business you want. You figured out what kind of products you want to sell. You figured out what kind of platforms you want to sell. Now you have to figure out, well, which website is going to take all of your payments. So I use Stan Store. They have different tiers. They have a $99 a month tier, and they have like a $29 a month tier. If you do the $99 a month tier, that's just going to allow people to pay through Klarna and Afterpay, which is great depending on the price point of your product. If you do the $27 tier, they just have to pay all at once, which is fine too. People still have money. Don't let the internet make you feel like people don't have money to spend. They are still buying stuff. So people still have people still have, enough to cover the total price of your product. Don't feel like you have to spend $99 a month to get Afterpay and Klarna on there so that people can break their payment up. Yeah, that's nice, but I promise you, if your product is good enough, people will find the money. They always find the money, okay? And then the last thing is you just have to be consistent. I need you to lock in. I need you to stop watching videos. Excuse me, I need you to stop watching videos on how to do X, Y, and Z and just do it. This is probably not even the first video you watched on how to make money online. I'm probably video number 1000 and you still haven't done it. At some point, you're just going to have to make the damn videos. You're just going to have to post. You're just going to have to lock in. You're just going to have to sell, okay? You can't keep watching videos and thinking that's what's going to make you some money, because it's not. All you're doing is wasting time. You know exactly what to do. Now it's time to just do it. Leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. I can't wait to read what you have to say. Also, you guys, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Do not forget to join the Patreon. The link is down below in my description. And I will be seeing you in my next video. Bye.